All right, now to follow up kind of with the bench setup that I did. I'm going to do them for high bar squat, not low bar squat. So maybe in the future for like powerlifters or people with like myself who kind of have a short torso and longer legs relative to their height, I can go over something like that. But for today, just overall development, we're going to do high bar squats. So we're setting up on our traps, and we're gonna do full range of motion, none of these half squats and stuff, so I can post some ridiculous number on Facebook or Instagram that everybody knows I really can't do if I did a full squat, right? That's not the case. All right, so we're just doing a workout. If everything works out, I'm gonna do about 10 reps with, it's about 308, 310, somewhere in there with the collars for today. I'm gonna do that for a set of 10. But anyway, I'm going to set up first. I'm going to set up the bar, okay, with the grip. So when I set up the grip, I'm going to set it up in particular. So that's a Texas Power Bar, so that the knurling ends right there, smooth. So that way, when I set up my arms underneath the bar for the squat, my elbows are directly underneath the bar. That feels comfortable for me. I have a good grip. I'm nice and tight. That's what you want. You don't want to be so tight that you're pinching and curving forward, but you also don't want to be so out wide so you're wobbling all over the place, okay? So I'm going to do that first, okay? Second, I'm going to make sure my spine and my hips is neutral, okay? So what I mean by that is I don't want to have anterior pelvic tilt, and I don't want to have posterior pelvic tilt like this, right in the middle. I see a lot of people do this right away. No, you don't want that. You're strongest when you're right in the middle. You want your core to be solid, okay? So you don't want to be like this, right? And at the same time, you don't want to be like this, squat down like that. That's not good either. Look how my back starts to round. Bad, okay? But also, you don't want to be like this, okay? That's not good either, okay? If you're going to maximize and keep this safe, you want to keep it neutral, right? And then last but not least is your feet, okay? Today, I'm going to do it hip width. I think that's the safest and best place to start, okay? So my feet are going to be hip width, not shoulder width. It's my legs. I don't care how broad my shoulders are. I care how wide my hips are, right? So I'm going to set it up hip width with my toes slightly out, right? I'm going to squat all the way down, okay? So I can almost feel like my hamstrings touch my calves, okay? So I'm going to go down deep today. That's the whole point. It's not to maximize how much I can lift by weight for social media. I'm actually going to get the best workout and be safe too, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and set up and do the next set. All right, a little harder than I thought because I'm actually dieting down. I do that probably once a year just to get a little leaner again, reset the scale, or set the scale, my body fat percentage, get a little leaner. So I'm a little tired, I ain't gonna lie. But as you can see, first thing I did, set up the bar, get my hands correct, right there underneath, so I'm underneath. Second thing was the hips were right. Third, I got my feet set. One thing I didn't go over is when I'm taking the bar off and right before I do my first rep and some of the other reps, I'm resetting and bracing, okay? So when you brace in, you gotta think of like, if this is my waist, okay, like this, what I'm gonna do is actually brace like that. So it's not like a bodybuilder, hey, take a video of me, look how ripped and V-taper I have. I'm actually trying to make this as thick as possible, so I have this huge base. Okay, so I'm pushing not only out this way, but this way too with my core, so I'm solid. And that's why you don't want your hips tilted back or forward, okay? You want them neutral. You want that base. It's usually not that your legs aren't strong enough, it's usually that your core is bleeding energy, okay, and force as you're trying to push that weight up. So keep your core solid, brace, breathe in, hold it solid, do your rep, exhale as you're coming up, okay, and reset as many times as you have to. Hope that helps. I know it's a long video, but eventually I'll get better at this, because right now I'm just working it into my workouts. So if you have any other questions about this, you can contact me through Facebook Messenger, or maybe in the future I'll actually link it to some of my other accounts, like my Gmail account and stuff like that. So hopefully you're doing well, and I'll talk to you later.